I'm coming back, but I don't know when.
All right, here we are with the Bryan Sutton.
Here we are with the Michael Davis.
Great, one of the great bluegrass guitarists,
thank you.
and most importantly, an ArtistWorks instructor.
Most importantly, yeah, making it all relevant here today.
So we're going to talk to Bryan about singing today, and singing and guitar playing and how they go together and all that. But first, we're going to start out with a song.
Right. This is one I guess I first heard on the Norman Blake and Tony Rice records.
Yeah.
Called "Coming Back, but I Don't Know When."
All right.
2. Well, I hate to leave my mother dear and father who is old and gray, but my true love I know she'll wait for me to come back home to stay. I'm going down this lonesome road to find my fate or victory, and God must help us there to win. I'm coming back, but I don't know when. Play, Michael. Should I come back, would you be gone? Or would your love fade like a rose? I could never come back, should you be gone. My love for you, nobody knows. I'm going down this lonesome road to find my fate or victory, and God must help us there to win. I'm coming back, but I don't know when. I'm going down this lonesome road to find my fate or victory, and God must help us there to win. I'm coming back, but I don't know when. Going attack, I'm coming back, but I don't know when. All right.
All right. Well, that's one way to start.
If the interview gets a little slick, just let us know.
Yeah. We have been sitting around here for the last 8 hours.
Yeah,
just
sure.
Working out every note.
Yeah, just got to nail that arrangement exactly the same way every time.
That's right. That's right. So Bryan, obviously, I mean, you're, known widely as master of the bluegrass guitar. But in the last couple of records, you've been singing a bunch. You've been fronting your own band. Where did the singing come in? I mean, have you been doing that all your life, and we just now get to hear about it?
I did sing a lot when I was a kid. I didn't sing as many lead vocals, just a little bit, but I was mainly the baritone singer in our little family bluegrass band that we had.
That's a useful role.
Yeah, I mean, I know the choruses to everything.
Sort of thankless,
Right.
but extremely useful.
I really enjoyed looking for that baritone part. Sometimes it's weird in bluegrass songs where it kind of jumps above the lead.
Right.
But especially as sort of a observant kid, I really enjoyed that. It was almost like a little puzzle to figure out exactly where that thing went, and would study Earl Scruggs parts and J.D. Crow's baritone parts and things like that. And so anyway, I've always been around it and sang in church, and it's been a part of me. Certainly not as much as guitar, but I did reach a point in my, fast forward up through, being a pro guitar picker and whatnot, just feeling like, yeah, I've done lots of really, really good stuff, and I played a lot of really great music, but I just felt like that I wanted to be involved more with stuff that I just felt invested in. That was sort of thing one. I wanted to make moves as a musician that were less about me just being in somebody's band, for instance, and just being a gun for hire. And so that started this whole kind of
Well,
range
that's a great role, and you're as good at it as anyone.
And I wouldn't regret anything that I've ever done, but just looking for that next thing. I'm always looking for the next thing and realizing that, if I'm going to, go deep with writing more, I've got these ideas. I want to be able to do a show in front of people, and I wouldn't want to come for 2 hours and listen to me play guitar. I mean, that's just the way I feel. I mean, some people may feel differently, and that's fine. I mean,
you're right. You welcome them, but yeah,
that may be reality. But I wouldn't want to do that. I had in my mind, like when I used to go see Doc Watson and Tony Rice and these guys, and I knew the way I felt when I left a show of theirs, and I wanted to try to do something like that, not in an interest to replace them, but just have my version. I've always sort of felt that way as a kind of a newer generation bluegrass guitarist coming up, underneath so many just legends like that of like, that's great, but what's my version of that? Always looking, I was encouraged as a kid to try to find my own sound. And so anyway, all that kind of piled together resulted in me writing more, singing more, and some of it has to do, the day-to-day of it was hanging around more with guys like you and Tim O'Brien and good singers that inspired me to do that and set a bar at a certain level as well.
That's great. Well, in vocals and guitar, there's something about it. I mean, like so many of them are the great vocalists in this tradition. Jimmy Martin, Lester Flatt, Carter Stanley, play the guitar. So you, and you have backed up, the best of the best vocalists. I mean, what can you say about that connection between vocals and the guitar? I mean, this would kind of be a deep question, but what is it about the guitar
the quick answer is it's part of the template as it was laid down by those guys in 1946 and 47 with Bill Monroe and Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs and Chubby Wise and Cedric Rainwater, where Lester played guitar and sang lead and Bill Monroe played mandolin and sang tenor, and there's a certain, that's just the way you do it kind of mentality of bluegrass.
Banjo player sang baritone.
Yeah, and
the bass player did comedy.
Yeah, right. And the fiddle player sings bass in all the vocal quartets.
That's true. Yeah.
So anyway, but we see that repeated through Larry Sparks.
Yeah.
Tony Rice, Larry Sparks, Jimmy Martin, and it seems like as Bill Monroe's bands evolved and Jimmy Martin came on, Mac Wiseman, Del McCurry, that lead singer, guitar player role was just secured, just cemented into whatever the bluegrass way of doing things is, and it's just it's kind of a given.
I'm coming back.